Hey, it's Angie.
And Becky.
And Becky is a registered dietitian and a food columnist for the Oklahoman and newsok.com. Well, March is National Nutrition Month, and there's a specific theme this month. Tell us about this.
Well, yes, the theme is Eat Right Your Way every day.
Very nice.
And the idea is that each of us have a specific set of parameters that we need to work with for an eating plan that works. We have lifestyle differences, we have some variation in nutrient needs, we have cultural and traditional differences, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And those have to be considered when we're looking at planning a healthful diet.
So you have a great example today that you're making.
Well, we are making couscous, which is a very interesting food. We are seeing it in the United States a whole lot more than in the past. Traditionally, it's a Moroccan recipe.
Very nice.
And very simple to make, and we are working with it to where it includes something from nearly every food group in my plate.
There you go.
So I'm going to start. I've got a tablespoon of olive oil in my skillet. I'm just going to turn my heat on a little bit here and let this warm up. We're going to put our garlic in there, minced garlic, or if you prefer using one of the bottled garlics, you can do that. Either one works just fine. You really need to keep your eye on this. About a minute to 2 is all you want to cook it. You want it to begin to just start to turn golden, but it will burn very quickly. And you can see it's beginning to just turn a little bit golden there. So I'm going to go ahead and add my onion.
Nice.
And we've just cut this in small pieces. Okay, we've got enough color there. See, as we're turning those, they're definitely turning brown.
Okay.
And I'm going to put 4 cups, which is exactly what this is, of the low sodium chicken broth, and this is also the 99% fat-free, and you just want to keep the fat content down.
Okay.
And people can make their own if they prefer.
Yeah.
So we're going to get our liquid in here. I'm going to put my spices in. I've got cumin. We're going to put our cumin in, which is traditionally used in a lot of this type of recipe.
Sure.
A little cayenne pepper. And of course, these recipes, people can add more or less according to their own food preferences.
Sure.
I'm going to let this begin to heat up here. So I'm going to add my sweet potatoes, add my carrots, and my sweet peas, green peas. Those in there.
Oh, this is fantastic.
And then we're going to put a cup of raisins. Now I'm using the dark raisins today. So we're going to bring this to a simmer and put our lid on. We're going to let it cook for about 10 minutes, Angie.
Oh, this smells amazing. I wish we could transfer this smell into the camera and somehow it could be a scratch and sniff video. Anyway, it looks great. So it has been cooking for about 10 minutes.
It has.
Okay.
We're going to take the lid off, and I'll give this to you. And it's just a good safety lesson to let people know. Remember that whenever you take a lid off, you move it towards you, you lift it towards you so the steam will escape away from you. We've got some zucchini squash. And we're waiting until the very end to add this because this doesn't need to cook as long as our other vegetables do. I have 1 can of garbanzo beans, and I'm going to add the beans and the liquid. Of course, they're already cooked. And then I'm going to add our couscous. And one of the things, the couscous actually does not have to cook. You can stir it in and then just cover it and let it absorb the liquid. We are going to go ahead and cook ours
That looks
a
great.
little bit to absorb the rest of the liquid, and I'm going to add my fresh cilantro too.
Now, do we put the lid back on?
No, we don't put it on because now we want that liquid to evaporate.
Gotcha.
And one of the things that we like to encourage are some meatless meals or meatless alternative meals that are a plant-based protein during the week. So this would be a great example of how to do that. So we're going to let this cook for just a little bit more.
And then we can eat it.
Yes, we can.
All right. Oh, this is beautiful. This is couscous, and this is great for National Nutrition Month.
It is. We're going to finish it off with a few toasted almonds.
Okay.
And I'm just going to sprinkle these.
That looks great. And like you said, it meets all the food groups in the what used to be called food pyramid. Now it's my plate.
Well, except for the dairy. It doesn't have the dairy, but
that's true.
We could add a glass of skim milk or some yogurt for dessert.
There you go. Then you've got your complete meal, your very balanced meal. That's awesome. Well, wonderful. Okay, for this recipe, you can check out the Oklahoman and newsok.com for Becky Varner's Recipe for Health food column, and she will give you all of the tips on how to make this amazing meal, which smells so good. Trust me, you're going to want to make this. It looks really good. Thank you so much.
Angie, thank you.